Alex, I'm just changing your name here. We'll open it up to questions for Alex Forsyth. And we'll start with Eric Scopel from 247 Sports.
Back-to-back games over 300 yards on the ground. I'm assuming that's something that you guys take great pride in, but just talk about the way the offense, I guess, continued to gain momentum on the ground. And I think that was just a continuation of the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, no doubt. We're really proud of, the way we ran the ball the past 2 weeks. Got to keep on going. Can't get comfortable with it. I think the coaches put us in a lot of good positions in terms of game plan wise, what we're going to run. And I think overall as an offensive line, there's a few plays we wish we could have back, but you can't apologize for running for 307 yards or 305 yards. I can't remember exactly which one it was, but it was a true testament to the O-line and, the running backs, quarterback, they all did a great job in the run game, played a huge part. Tight ends obviously are huge in our system in the run game. The young guys went in there and they did their thing. So it was, really, really happy to see that, excited to look at the film and how we can get better.
Zach Neal, Duckswire.
Alex, I know this game just ended, but you guys have Utah next week, and we all know that's a very important game, especially with the fact that you could potentially be playing them twice within the next month. I'm just curious if you could talk about how important that is this week and how much emphasis and intensity is going to be in practice.
It's huge. Like KT said when he was just on here, every game's a playoff game in the Pac-12. Every game's going to be really competitive. Utah's a great program that they have been since they joined the Pac-12. They're always a really physical team. Front seven and their O-line is always, a point of emphasis and something that, they pride themselves on and we pride ourselves on. So they've done a great job with that. I'm ready, excited for the opportunity.
Max Torres, Ducks Digest.
Alex, you guys came out to a quick start in this one, 14-0 lead, and then we get to halftime and it's knotted up. How big was it to come out in that first drive of the second half and score, and just how much of a confidence booster was that for you guys?
Well, it was huge. The most important part of the game, well, I mean, we always say fourth quarter, but a lot of people talk about the middle eight. So the last 4 minutes of the second quarter and the first 4 minutes of the second half are what decides the game a lot of the time. So, we wanted to come out and just start fast. Start fast and kind of send a message. So that was our goal. And all we were saying in the locker room is that it was 0-0. It's a new game. For the O-line, we just said play with fresh eyes. They were running a lot of stunts. And we just expected to see a lot of different stuff in the run game and in the pass game as well, but especially running the ball.
Time for two more. James Crapia, the Oregonian.
Alex, their main guys got theirs by way of production, but 2 tackles for loss, man, is the least they've had against a non-triple option team in 5 years. So with as complicated as they are, and when you're the center and Stone and Woods and Rogers and every which one of them, them all.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you?
That's big time. We really, I think Coach Mirabal or Coach Crisball said it before, kind of their stunts, it kind of makes it feel like Star Wars. Guys are just going across your face, every different way. It really caused a lot of issues a lot of the time. And, I think schematically they put us in some great positions where, there was linebackers in places that were perfect for combo blocks. We could maximize our combo blocks, I'll say, having me work with the play side guard and the backside guard, whatever it was, we were doing, I think George and Steve and Dawson, all the guys that played guard today, it was a really good, they kind of held the guys up for me where I went and kind of found their hip, and that's the verbiage we use, but really kind of digging in on the double teams. And I think that's a testament to the coaches and putting us in those positions to be able to do that and kind of take time on the first level.
Last question, Matt Preem, 247 Sports.
Yeah, Alex, kind of big picture here. Can you just put into context the difficulty of winning in November? Seems like no matter the opponent, it's always a tough game, always a close game, and just significance of navigating through that.
Yeah, obviously every game's important. You try to go 1-0 every week, but it's the point you brought up. You're remembered for what you do in November. That's kind of what Coach Mirabal told us. So that's a huge point of emphasis for us. Just finishing strong. You're in the fourth quarter of the regular season. You got to finish strong. So when we hold the fours up, we got to mean it. Going into the fourth quarter, that's when we got to really crank up the juice, crank up the intensity, and just finish. So I think that's the biggest part is you want to be the team that finishes strong. So I think for us, that's always a huge emphasis, and especially in the fourth quarter of this regular season.
Thanks, Alex. Appreciate your time. Congrats
Awesome.
on the win.
Guys, have a good night.